Hello. Yeah, it's probably plugged in. Hmm? What? Crazy. So I've only got a few rackets tonight, and I haven't had a video in a while, and I haven't done a string. I just hadn't done a video, hadn't done anything live in a long time. So I kind of thought I would do another giveaway, and this time it'll be a giveaway anywhere in the world, as long as you are a subscriber and you like this video and you leave me a comment on this video. Then I will enter you in for a drawing. And what you're going to win, somebody. Hang on. Let me get a couple of pulls here. December I slowed down a lot, so I didn't know if I'd have enough rackets to actually do a live for a night. You can probably see I've only got 4 tonight. Because it didn't have a grommet set in it. I found a set of grommets, but haven't been able to buy them because every time I tried, my credit cards all get declined. I've tried several cards and all of them get declined. Anyway, hang on. Well, you are welcome. That's why I do it, so that people can try to learn how to string rackets. Oh, you know what? Actually meant to stop there and show what people were going to win. I will just have to finish the mains. That's the wife putting blankets away. Oh, so anyway, like I was saying, for this giveaway, you have to leave a comment, but it has to be a very specific comment. What? And my kid's sitting over here, and she's all laughing, giggling.
Taylor. Nothing bad. I just thought it was a specific comment. Kid. Oh.
Hang on, let me finish these mains, and I'll give the instructions.
Have 7 people on.
Ooh, somebody left.
3 likes. Oh, you had 5, and then just 2 came on.
Oh, I thought you said 8.
You did earlier.
Okay, let me tie this one, and we'll get into the meat of the contest.
Just hand me the real mic and show people in the video.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna hand you nothing. Okay. So for this giveaway, anywhere in the world, anybody can enter. You get a brand new reel, 17 gauge Diadem Solstice black. Ship that off to anybody. The rules are, I'm doing a live video. Huh? Why?
You usually want big water.
You're not going to be running around talking all night, are you? If you do, you do, I guess. So anyway, the comments you have to leave, I have tracked on my little notepad here. Every month, every racket, everything. I got a running total in the back. So if anybody wants to know what I'm up to so far, I'm up to that. But you have to guess how many rackets I have done for the entire year. And the person who comes closest, doesn't matter if you're over or under, just the person who gets the closest to the actual number that I've done for the entire year will win that reel of string. That reel. And if you want to, I'll even have my kid autograph it. Unless she's not here to autograph it. Not sure why you'd want my kid's autograph, but you know, hey, whatever. And I just figured I'd do a video. Like I said, I hadn't done any in a while. And I'm actually getting kind of semi-close to 1,000 subscribers. I think I need 174, something like that. You know, I've got to get these rackets strung fast because my kids wanting to go watch football. Because the Cardinals are playing, we have to cheer for the Cardinals because of the head coach. Huh? So if anybody has any comments, questions, feel free to ask. I will try to answer as best as I can.
I have 3 likes. And 1 guess.
And one
3 likes, but only 1 guess.
one guess. How many?
6.
I don't know. Well, if a kid wants to know if I'm going to talk or just be quiet, I'm just kind of focused on string. Not really a whole lot going on. I'm getting ready to go into my slow period, and then January, about the 5th or 6th or 7th of January, I'm going to get all crazy again. Yeah. Pull the string out. Oh, that's okay. It don't matter how many. My kid is incredibly fascinated with the likes. So anyway, back to the rules. You got to be a subscriber. You have to like this video. You have to leave a comment with your guess for the total number of rackets that I have strung for the entire year. And that will be from January the 1st until December 31st of this year, 2022. And I will ship that reel of string to anybody, anywhere.
Mr. Terry said, which is better, 2-piece string jug or 1-piece string jug for a whole bed of poly, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter. It is all personal preference. So I string about 99% of everything 2-piece. Just call this a little bit faster, I think. Some people will tell you 1-piece is faster. But I can tell you I average 13, 14 minutes a racket. Now this is just stringing. This isn't cutting out and all the other stuff. Just stringing. You gonna wave? But I average about 13, 14 minutes a racket. Full bed poly. 2-piece stringing. 1-piece stringing, I average about 17 to 18 minutes. If I do an actual around the world, so it stops at the bottom, and closer to about 20 minutes. And a lot of that's just because you got to pull 30 feet of string, and a lot of it depends on the string that you're pulling, because it likes to curl and try to knot up, likes to twist. So it just depends. But it's all preference. So right now I have one kid who he uses a full bed of 4G, and he wants his done one piece because that's how his dad did it his whole life. So that's just how he likes it. And he says that he thinks that it feels like it lasts longer in a one piece than a two piece. So I don't know. Although I've done his rackets two piece and one piece when he run, when the reels running short and there's only a bracket on it, and I'll use that to do a two piece. And so far, he hasn't been able to tell any difference in them.
Fred McWilliams asked if you still use your turn machinery.
I do not have that torn machine anymore. I'll be honest with you, I just never liked it. There were just things about it I didn't like. So I sold it about a month after I bought it. And so what I had the Gamma or the Biardo L and the regular Biardo. So I sold it, and I sold the Biardo L, and I took the money and just bought me another regular Biardo. So now I just have two of these. That way if I do a tournament like we did the pro tournament back in September, we had two of the same machine. I thought I saw another comment.
You said that's the same machine you have there.
Why, thank you. I like my machine.
And the DJ guy, the home stringer for local parks and country club, last year I did almost 400.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Then earlier he said, in my opinion, if you are stringing from a reel and trying to conserve and maximize the whole reel, I say one piece is less string.
Yes, one piece uses about, I don't know. When I do a one piece, I'm using about that much less string. So I don't know how long that is, about 3.5 foot, maybe a little bit more. But yes, it does help maximize string, but I don't worry about that because one, the university, they buy the string and they don't care. And the stuff that I buy that I sell, I factor in for my cost and everything at 16 rackets a reel. So if I get more than that, that's just extra profit. But for business purposes, I factor at 16 rackets a reel. Anything above that is like gravy. My kid's playing on her phone when she's supposed to be. So earlier today, I cleaned my machine and tested the tension. And it was yet again pulling true. So I always like that. Again, I got 4 rackets. So it shouldn't take me too terribly long. So I'm not going to bag them. I'm going to let my kid bag them. I will. I will remind people of the rules every racket. And so as you are trying to think up how many rackets maybe I'm doing in a year, things to think of is I string for a D1 university, men's and women's. I string a pro tournament, men's and women's. I was stringing for a couple of clubs, plus all my local people, all the visiting teams when they come to town. There are videos out there, racket stringing tips on his channel. He has had me on his channel a few times where I've actually said how many rackets I strung last year. If you want to do a little research.
Can you do this 5 days a week, trying to make a good guess?
What?
Tony asked, do you do this 5 days a week, trying to make a good guess?
Well, Tony, that's kind of hard to say because there are times that I string 7 days a week. And like this week, I've had rackets every day. So yesterday was the first day I had not had any rackets in about, I don't know, a few weeks. So again, every racket I will.
You want to end now or in December? When are you going to send the reel out?
I'll send the reel out in January.
Okay, there you go.
Live. Leave it on.
Okay. Someone is asking about what they're guessing, so remind them of all the rules.
Okay, so rules again. Every racket, we're going to give rules. Might even give a hint here and there. Rules are: you got to be a subscriber. You got to like this video. And you have to take a guess at the number of rackets that you think that I will have strung for the entire year. Before you guess, somebody's already guessed, I think.
A couple people have.
In the comment, or not in the comments of the live. You got to put the comments in the after I stop the live in the I don't know, the feedback comment, whatever those are. That way I actually have a record of it and I don't have to go search. But before you do any comments, make sure you listen to the whole video. So I think somebody said there's 600 in those comments, in the live comments.
Someone did. Someone said 2100. Someone said 2050.
I will tell you that just at the pro tournament alone, we did, I don't remember how many we did. 187, I think. Just a pro tournament.
Paul said, as runner-up, as best Texas tennis stringer 2022, you must string a lot of college players as well as the pro shops at Dallas and Houston. Then his estimate was 2050 or close to it.
Yeah, I did a lot of college. There's actually, forever we've had one, the big university here, the D1 Tech. They have a men's and women's teams. But this year, our D2 school, Lubbock Christian University, they also have a men's and women's team. But I do not string for them. They bought their own little, I think I did a little video review on it. They bought one of the new Gamma Progressions, or XELS, or XLSs, or whatever it was. So, and they just have one of the players that's stringing everybody's rackets. Or not everybody. There's some of the players that actually come over here.
But we do not go to travel to string rackets. You just do.
Yeah, I do not travel with the go string rackets. I only traveled one time to the Big 12 this past year, but I only strung for the Texas Tech men's and women's teams. Ah, I missed it. And I honestly think they did. It was kind of funny because I did the live video where I was stringing the rackets, but I think I talked about it. But we showed up at their hotel to pick the rackets up, and they were running late. And one of the kids, he's like, "Oh, I'll just give it to you in the morning." It's like, I'm like an hour and 20 minutes away, so I highly doubt I'm just gonna load up in the car, drive over here to pick up your 2 rackets in the morning. So I made him give them to me that night.
Okay, now a couple of questions. He can't change his guesses.
Yes, all official guesses will be in the comments after I post the video, not in the live stream.
Question: are you using the Diablo or not? Looks like you aren't, and if so, why?
Okay, so that is a popular question for some reason. On poly strings, no, I do not use the Diablo. Why, people, I'm going to just tell you, I think it's a little bit faster without it. Maybe a few seconds to rack it, but a little bit faster. But the whole point of using the Diablo to make it a little bit easier on the string. It doesn't put as much pressure in the jaws, but it doesn't really damage any of the poly, so I'm not too worried about it. Whenever I use natural gut or synthetic gut or any multis or anything, I will use the Diablo. But no, I do not use it when I string with polys.
Then what are your thoughts on Selenco Hyper G?
Very good string, very popular string. I play with a 17 gauge. My wife uses 17 gauge. My kid uses 17 gauge, I believe, right?
I don't know, whatever you put in.
But it is my number one best-selling string is 17 gauge. In fact, that is what I'm using right now on one of the Tech Player rackets. It's Selenco Hyper G 17 gauge.
Racket stringing said her was the best.
All right, thank you. I don't know if that's true, but I appreciate it.
And then Stanley Wu said Diablo is good to use for the stretchier strings.
Yes, very much so. And that's just a habit I got into, years and years ago, just not using the Diablo. Not every machine even has one. In fact, it wasn't until I got the Biardo that I used a machine that did have one. Yeah, Nick uses it. The guy I bring out to help me with the pro tournament uses it. I sell some 16 gauge, but not nearly as much as the 17. I would guess for every reel of 16 gauge I go through, I probably go through 4 reels of 17. See here, I'm gonna keep talking to you guys and I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Getting outside my rhythm. I should have tied off right there, but I didn't. I'll have to do it on this next one. I'm still trying whenever I get new rackets in. I'm going to still try to do videos on them, showing the patterns. I don't know if that's beneficial to people or not. To me, new people that are always searching for how to string rackets, I always like that type of thing. So I was just doing every racket that's brought to me, even some old ones. Then I kind of got to the point where I'm going to just do new rackets from now on. Mainly because, get a lot of the new stuff in, but I don't get many 20-year-old rackets in. One here and there. The oldest one I've gotten in a while is this 2016 Head Radical MP that doesn't have any grommets, and the only ones I've been able to find so far are in England. So as soon as I can get my credit card to go through, I'll buy that set of head guards and replace them for that guy.
Limited 17 is definitely a best seller for me. Then the multi natural gut is a 16 gauge. For the most part, I want to get as much durability out of it.
Yep, I only keep 16 natural gut. What else did he say?
Synthetic gut, multi-filament, natural gut, 16 gauge for durability.
Yep. I use Babolat synthetic gut just because it's fairly cheap. If anybody is in the market for some Diadem strings right now, I can get it for you. Buy one, get one free until the end of this month. I can send you to my rep if you're interested. So that would put the Diadem synthetic gut at $30 a reel. I used to go through a lot of the Diadem string. I'm not going to say it's good or bad. You know, it's a decent string. I had a lot of juniors that were hitting with it. But it didn't last very long, so most of them switched over to Winkle Hyper G 17 gauge. So they feel they can play it longer.
For string, it said he'll use 15L multi and nat gut too.
I think 16 gauge, I think, is the thickest string I've got that I sell.
It said 16L/17 for most college my customers, unless it's a hard hitting junior / college player, that would be 16L/16.
Yeah, I carry. Okay, so here's what I've got. I've got Hyper G in both 16 and 17. I've got Torbite in 16 only, because I really don't sell much Torbite, and the only people I'm selling it to, all they want is 16. I've got Diadem Solstice black in both 16 and 17. I'm almost out of the 16. I've got Wilson Sensation 16 and 17. I've got Babolat Synthetic Gut 16. I have RPM Blast 16 and 17. Alu Power 125. Let's see, hang on, then I gotta get behind me. I have a Wilson NXT 16 and 17, and that is the NXT Comfort. I have Babolat XL 16 and 17. Just because people ask for different sizes. And I have Polytor Pro in a 125, I believe. Yes. I have Pro Hurricane, but that's only for one guy. They don't make it anymore. He's a doctor that donates his time to our pro tournament for my wife's charity. So if he wants to use that, I saved him a reel. I also have some Prince Duramax. Actually, I think that's wrong.
So, Stanley says, I would say that Diadem Bread and Butter is their Solstice black line. Regular Solstice Power feels a little stiff at times.
I'd agree.
X is a good substitute for Elite Power.
Yes, I'd agree.
And then Tony said, I like Babolat Hurricane.
I see. I've also got Head Velocity MLT, and I believe this is 16. Yeah, 16 gauge. You got some Head Hawk Touch in a 16. I've got the Rainbow Prince Synthetic Gut for little girls. I don't think I've ever charged anybody to put that in their racket. And all of these are just spare reels. And I got the I've got the Poly Prince Pro Blend. Yeah, Prince Pro Blend.
Have you seen one of the new now a lot of stringing machines?
I have not. Last one I saw was the racket station. And in fact, years ago, I was actually supposed to get the racket station. I was on the list. And then all of a sudden, they quit contacting me about them. And then I noticed they weren't even selling them in the U.S. anymore. They'd only gone out to a few dealers. And then I never heard anything. I'd call them, I'd email them, whatever, but never heard anything back from them. So I ended up buying the Wilson. And I'm glad I did.
If you happen to be in San Antonio at the time, Rich Flores at First Serve Tennis has one.
Oh, okay.
And then String it said that lot sucks.
Wilson's even got the new diagnostic center now to doing your swing weight and balance.
Oh, you have 15 people on.
Ooh, that might be a record. I will. I'll give you all the rules here after I start the next racket. As I said, I'll give the rules over. You got a bag ready? I'm also on vacation this week. So I still work for the same place, but my job changed a little bit. And that makes it harder for me to string right now. Okay, she's 23. Hang on, I get everything set up, and then we will give the rules again. Twenty-three.
Ever use Kershaw Super Smash? Love the feel for about 8 hours max. What did you string my own racket?
No, I have not.
Stanley said the only complaint that I have about the Fiardo is the turntable lock and the base clamp sliding at higher tension, i.e. 65 pounds. And then usually I'll have to tighten the friction on the base clamps to keep them in place.
Turntable lock, I agree with you. I think they could have designed that better, just a friction brake. But really, when you're doing an open port, and I have a girl that uses open ports, doesn't really do a great job, but it's adequate, I suppose. But it could be better. Base clamps, I really don't have that problem. I have got mine adjusted. They're not like super tight, but I do have them adjusted where I can usually get a little above 60 pounds, because I've got a guy that strings at 72. And mine haven't slid. And if they do, it'll only be like this first one. You can stick your finger down there like I just did to see if they're going to slip. Oh yeah, to the rules. So again, for the rules, I'm giving away anybody, anywhere in the world, after the first of the year. I will do a drawing, do another video, and do a drawing. We're going to give away a reel of Diadem Solstice 17 gauge. All you have to do, you have to be a subscriber to my channel. You have to like this video. And you have to guess in the comments after I have posted this video. You have to give me a guess at how many rackets you think I have strung for the year. That is from January the 1st to December 31st of 2022. And so sometime in January, I'll do a video and announce a winner. You know, if you watch the whole video here, I'm giving a few hints, kind of, sort of. And every, you know, obviously it's like anything else, it fluctuates every year. I've had years that I got to string the first couple of rounds of NCAA champion for the women. They don't do a whole lot, but I've also done it for men and women. Picked up several rackets. I did not do that this year. Or I don't know. I might do it. I didn't do it this year. I might do it next year. In fact, they had a pretty decent team and got a good player coming in. So we'll see. I think in some of my other videos, I've talked about how many I did during the pro tournament this year. And my number was down, but it's only down like 7 rackets from last year. But with my change in job this year, I'm not picking up as much local stuff. I've been kicking it over to somebody else just because I don't have time. Here. Tie my knot.
Paul says, been testing head link spin 2 the past 2 weeks on a blade V7 1619, strung at 53 pounds. It is a poly hybrid that Tennis Warehouse sells, and it has felt very nice, firm and spinny. Good on ground strokes. And then aloha from Hawaii.
Who is it? Aloha to you too. Do you know the guy that has the channel AM Stringing over in Hawaii? I like his channel. He's pretty good. Gives a lot of good information. No, that's no the other guy. See, Patrick Markey, he has his channel racket stringing tips. He's in Hawaii. The other guy goes by AM Stringing. He's in Hawaii.
Yes, I do. Albert's in Hawaii.
Yeah, Albert. I like his videos. Very detailed. I wish I had a lot to talk about. Really, I don't. I'm on vacation this week. I keep debating every year retiring from doing this stuff. Just every year it's a little bit harder on my knees and feet, my legs. I do not currently have my compression socks on. I figured 4 rackets, I wouldn't have to worry about it. But I am wearing my Crocs. What I have learned, thing that you guys need to know, is when I wear my compression socks and I wear my Crocs, my feet slip around in my Crocs and they jam my toes up. Well, it gets uncomfortable if you do it long enough. So I may have to get compression leggings or something, just so I can wear regular socks with my Crocs. Had a lot of racket or tennis stuff to talk about, but I don't. I do not. Oh, we'll say there's a Netflix show. Just interesting little tidbits of life. There is a Netflix show called Killer Sally about a lady named Sally McNeil who killed her husband Ray McNeil. I knew them when I was in the Marine Corps. I'd heard a couple times. Not a whole. Didn't really know her very well. But met him several times. Back before I got old and fat and crippled. I used to actually work out when I was in the Marine Corps, and I worked with was a workout freak and great big massive guy. He actually worked out with that Ray McNeil. Ray McNeil competed in like Mr. Olympia and stuff, and he'd drag me over there every once in a while to work out with the two of them. They were much larger than I was at that time in my life. I would say when I started working out with them, I was about 175, 180 pounds. And when I finished working out with them, I was about 205. And then I lost track of all of them. Life went on. And then I know what happened to one of them. I got out in 93, and I believe she shot and killed him in like 95. All right, what time is it? Ooh, I'm running late. I was talking too much and not stringing fast enough for my kid. I don't even know if my microphone's still working. It wasn't very charged up when I started. I will say there are a lot of, if you go online and watch videos or streaming videos, there are a lot of really good videos out there, but there are also a lot of really bad videos out there. But you have to learn to do it the way that you want to do it. There's no, I guess there are some wrong ways to do it. There's no one definitive way to string a tennis racket. You can push weave, pull weave, do a combination. You can use your fingers, your thumbs. You can string top to, or bottom to top if you really, really want to, I suppose, on one piece. String one piece. Some rackets you have to do one piece. Hybrids, obviously, you got to do two piece. You can use your Diablo. You don't have to use your Diablo. Some machines don't even have one. You can do add tension onto your knots, or you don't have to. If you do, you can add 5 pound, 10 pound, 20 pound, whatever you want to. So what I do is I use 10% additional. I used to use more, and I'll give you all my rationale. So I use 10%. And I started doing that because the university guys, when they travel, I would say probably 90% of the people that string their rackets, if they add knot tension, they're adding 10%. So I dropped mine from, I think I was doing 15 at one point. I would have been doing 20, but it's just kind of one of those funky stories, I guess. But anyway, so I just dropped mine down to where I was doing 10% for everybody. That way, when they'd go on the road, have racket strung, they'd be a little closer to the same as what I was doing. If it wasn't for that, I'd probably be doing mine at 20% additional tension.
What is the best string machine for new stringers?
You know, and again, that's one of those things. Everybody likes what they like. I mean, me, I've always been a proponent of, for a beginning stringer, if you want an electric machine, to go like the Gamma Progression ELS. Because it's a very sturdy, very durable, very good electronic machine that's a fraction of the price of pretty much everything else out there. And I've actually used that machine to string tournaments with and never had a problem. Never had a problem with any of them I owned. In fact, those are what I was stringing on when I got these. Changed over to the Biardo. They're made in the same factory. If you want a crank, then, you know, I don't know. That's just kind of up to you. I've used Alpha. Those are really good ones. The Prince, what is it? Somebody help me out. Neos, Prince Neos. A good one. If you want to drop weight, again, I'd go with like the little Gamma X2 or something. The Gamma Progression and the X2, you know, they use that rotational gripper. But I never had a problem with it. And what I'm doing is trying to kind of mock the Diablo.
Everybody asks, what machine do you have at the university now?
I do not have one at the university anymore. They've got all, so not 100%, but part of the reason I don't is so I bought that Torna, and I was keeping that Torna up there. In the room I was keeping it in, I have no idea why, but somebody kept coming by and locking the door, and I never had access to it. And I kept asking them, quit locking the door. Oh, yeah. And then somebody'd go lock the damn door. So I never had access to it. I kept a Gamma Progression up there for a while. But no, I just don't keep one there anymore because they're not locking that door anymore. But now they've got all new coaches. And now they don't lock hardly any of the doors. And I don't want a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 stringing machine sitting up there. And anybody and their dog has access to it. To walk in and wheel it out and drive off with it. So they just, like I said, we went up there at night, doors are open. Yeah, they had people there, but still. The cleaning lady, she keeps her trash cans out in the back. And she doesn't like to unlock the door to go out there, so she just keeps the back door unlocked all the time. So you can just go over there and push it open. And the courts are right behind the hospital. And I have faith in humanity, but there are people that stay back there. They have it set up so people can stay in their trailers or motorhomes or whatever. And they have hookups and everything. And over the years, there have been numerous times we have gone up there, and those people get in those trailers, and they get bored, and they want to get out and walk around. And those locker rooms would be open, or showers would be open, or something. And I'd be up there dropping rackets off or picking up late at night. Walk in there and somebody be laying on the couch watching TV or taking a shower or using the bathroom. Going through the snacks. So I know people go in there at night. So I just quit keeping a machine over there.
Tony you said 15% more tension on last pull for knot. I have only been using 5. I have a Gamma X2 drop weight stringer. It takes forever.
Yep, it does. Not even a drop weight. I think my best racket was about 20 minutes. Okay, last racket. So this is the last time I'm going to give them the rules. So after the first of the year, I'll do another video on something. And anybody anywhere in the world is eligible. All you have to do is be a subscriber to my channel. You must like this video. And in the comments after I have posted the video, you have to take a guess at how many rackets you think I have strung for the year between January 1st and December the 31st of 2022. And the person who comes closest, over or under, doesn't matter, just the person with the closest guess, will win a brand new reel of Diadem Solstice 17 gauge black. And I will throw that in a box or an envelope or something and ship it to anybody. The last giveaway I did, that was only in the US, and that ruled out a whole bunch of people that watched the videos. And one of these days, if I ever hit like 1,000 subscribers, that might be a few years from now, but if I ever hit 1,000 subscribers, I thought I might give away like a toolkit, a starting clamp, and string bed cutters, and bit nose pliers, awl, snips, that type of thing. Of course, I think the first time I said that, I had a bunch of that stuff brand new sitting in my closet. And I still have some of it brand new, but I don't have all of it. Why are you on your phone? Why are you on your phone? Huh? Oh, I see how you are. So typically when I string, I just sit over here and have like the radio going or watching TV, but I always try to watch something I'm not super interested in. That way it doesn't really distract me. It's just more like background noise. I need to remember when I finish this one to put her shock absorber back on. If anybody has a grommet set for a 2016 head Graphene XT Radical MP, the 1820 version of the rabbit, not the Pro, but the MP, let me know. So, only one I have found so far has been in England, and I'm about to spend $30 to get it, I think. Just so I can get this racket back to playing, that racket back to playing. Yeah, if you go through old videos, you don't have to watch all the old videos, obviously. Go through my old videos, go over the racket stringing tips, and watch his channel that I've been on. I gave a few hints about how many rackets I've strung over the years or per month or for the university and stuff. So somebody could do a little research, come up with a pretty good guess. I will tell you that whatever I've done up to this point is about it. Once January hits, I'll be lucky to do 10 or 15 rackets the month of December. I think I said December. I might have said January. When December hits, I do very few. And then January, like about the 5th, 6th, 7th of January, it'll take off again. I'll start doing 100 something a month.
mention the type of string you use, but what racket do you play with?
I use a Yonex V-Core 100 with a 1/4-inch grip. And I have one, two, I've added 4 grams of weight at the 6 and 12, or not 6 and 12, the 9 and 3 on the edges. But no matter what I play with, I suck really, really bad. So it doesn't really matter. I can go to Walmart and play just about the same with one of their $19 rackets as I could that V-Core. Isn't that right, Taylor?
No.
Yes, that's true.
Of course not.
I have bad knees, bad feet, bad ankles, bad hips, bad back, bad shoulders, arthritis in my elbows. So it's not like I'm running around like a madman trying to chase down balls. If they don't come within a couple of feet of me, I'm just going to let them go. I like to stand real deep and just hit the ball as hard as I can hit the ball.
I know your wife strings now and again. What about your daughter?
No. So let me tell you the story. So this is one of those things, when she was playing tennis, I think every tennis player should understand the concept of stringing their own racket. I taught her and made her string her own racket a few times, but no. She was not open or start up a machine today and string her racket. But she has done it. And my wife, I ain't going to say my wife works for cheap, but she works for pedicures. So if she helps me out during the month, I pay for her to get a pedicure every month.
Tommy said it sounds like his game is 56 and he doesn't like to run down balls.
Yes, I am 55 and I don't like to run down balls.
Tommy said, do you recommend Parnell knot or is Wilson knot / double half-inch knot just as good?
Again, that is very personal to people. I do 99.999% Parnell knot. The only time I do not do a Parnell knot is if I have, like, let's go with the 2013 Aero Pro, where your last knot is right up against the spring. I will go ahead and do the Wilson or the Pro knot. But I will never do a double half hitch. Is there anything wrong with the double half hitch? Probably not. I just will not do it.
Stringing it said, I made my daughter learn at 12, now 14. She helps me in my shop when I'm stringing it strings.
Well, that is a good deal.
I hope it's not in the stringing aspect.
Yeah, my old daughter still helps. She'll cut the strings out and do my spreadsheets and my databases and print invoices. She'll cut the string out. I think she's even pulled string for me before. I don't remember.
I don't have to do that.
That'd be a no, she says.
Maybe once, but that would fix it.
And I was very generous when my daughter would help me, and I would pay her with love and affection. And I was paying her rent there for a while. But she's a big girl now, got a big girl job, and pays her own rent. What?
She does good work but doesn't like it much, and I pay her well.
Well, there you go. My wife absolutely despises it, but she would rather have a pedicure. She wants pedicures more than she despises stringing.
Tony said, what is the reason for having the racket laid upside down versus right side up?
Consistency. So I always mount you talk, I don't know who you're going to talk to. But anyway, what I do, I always mount the butt caps up. I always start from the same side. I always start my strings either under, over, whatever, so that when I'm stringing, all my crosses will start on the bottom, start underneath, and they'll always finish over. So I do everything the same. I always start this side. It's all just to be consistent. Every racket should be about the same, as close to the same as the last racket you did. Also, by mounting the butt cap up every single time, whenever you get rackets, like say the old Pure Arrows, some of the Prince Open Ports, there's a bunch of them out there, but you have to start them from a certain spot. And if you always mount the same way and start the same way, correctly. But a lot of beginner guys, and I understand all this stuff because I was a beginner guy who did all this stuff. But anything I tell you, that's the reason I do it, is because at some point in time I didn't do it that way and I screwed it up. But before I knew that type of stuff, I would throw a racket on here, not pay attention to butt cap up, butt cap down. And next thing you know, I've got strings sticking all outside the frame. And that's when I learned, you have to string this starting in a certain spot. You have to tie it off in a certain spot. You have to do this. So everything I try to teach in my little videos is not something somebody taught me, but something I've screwed up in the past, and I just don't want you to screw it up too. All right, one last time before we get to my knot. So this is my last racket. Got to be a subscriber. Got to like this video. After I post this video, you got to leave a comment in the comment section on how many rackets you think I have strung for the year 2022 from January the 1st to December 31st. And whoever comes the closest to the number of rackets I have done for the year will win that reel of string. Diadem Solstice Black 17 gauge. And that is anybody in the world. I will ship it anywhere.
Tony said thank you for the replies.
You're welcome, Tony. So as soon as I tie this knot and bag this racket, I will sign off. I appreciate any of you guys that actually got on here and watched me string and ramble for a little bit. So if I can do this stuff, anybody can do this stuff. Anybody can make a little hobby job out of it and make a little extra money. I make, I don't know, between 12, 15,000 a year just doing this, and I spend almost all of it buying scotch that I don't need. And stuff for the kid. Right now I'm putting money up to buy me a new Yoder pellet grill. I had a Traeger, but I just gave it to the kid that used to live across the street, just so I wouldn't keep putting money up to buy the Yoder. It didn't die, but it was old. It wasn't doing what I wanted it to do anymore. All right, put her thing in here. Miss Avelina. All right, everybody. I appreciate y'all watching my video. And stay tuned. Sometime after first year, I'll make an announcement.